The UK's slate gas commissar is resigning following fair 6 months. Proverb fracking is creature throttled by rules prevent mini earthquakes. But Natascha Engel told the careful attitude to land tremors had created a de facto ban on fracking. Verdant campaigners say fracking is deep injuring to the environmental, but Ms. Engel sacked those claims. In her retire email to Secretariat of Country for Industry, Power and Industry Policy Greg Clark, Ms. Engel told by the government was pimping to which we aware to be myths and frightened stories on slate gas production. A representative for the division told the by the government backed the growth of the slate production in the UK since we trust it could include the capacity to be a new national power resource, and build thousands of so-pay, quality assurance jobs. They added the by the government was sure how present regulation hit the order balance sheet in enabling the production can evolve, time enabling any operative are transferred out reliably and crucially. Ministers created the Commissar part to offer trust in regulatory to regional communities, the production and regulators. On environment, the side is anticipated to urge for a drama cut in the UK's carbon sequestration emissions and to click the by the government to announce a domestic environment disaster. Ms. Engel's leaving will be welcomed by verdant groups who told her pro-fee fracking view precluded her of creature and fair brokerage. The key question is a by the government guideline how forces the production to halt fracking each period down there is a microtremor of 0.5 significance. Mississippi Engel told, the amounts to a de facto prohibition. The palsy we are vision in Parliament, on fracking politics, is done worst by public print and a strong ecological haul manufacturing unfeasible demands on CO2 emissions. The by the government told it requested to supporting fracking since gas produces less carbon sequestration emissions rather than charcoal. Ms. Engel told the outcome of the above strict regulation would be challenge in manufacturing those CO2 reductions, reduce economical increase, and less than power safety, as the UK would requirement to importing gas quite rather than make its their own. She extended, these points include been done often but ministers disregard them and instead of enable campaigning groups to driving politics. So lot regional business community person crash. They include nested extensive amounts to receive prepared for slate as the by the government had said them to. Down there is, thus, no goal in the part. She sharpened out how 49 geoscientists had newly named on the by the government to soften which they named the above zealous regulation. Environmentalists will be impressed in Ms. Engel's judgment to abandon. They reasoned how fracking rules on the overcrowded earth of the UK must be far more than strict rather than in the outdoor spaces of the USA. More than radically, they told it was insanity for the UK to be searching more than gas while firms include already found far more than fossil gas rather than scientists say can be burned out of destruction the environment. Ecological Mercy Friends of the Land told Ms. Engel's proposal how fracking could assist bring carbon sequestration emissions was shocking. It added the by the government had already curved above a go to assist the fracking production, in spite it creature poor news story for our environment and environmental and deep unloved in the social. Over the 1 week, the ex-CBI chief Adair Tucker told Down there was no location for fracking if the UK was to act its portion in keeping world heat growth downward too. The by the government's politics has as well been affecting by its own backbenchers. As well the 1 week, the Teesside MP Simon Clarke told the period for fracking in Parliament had go and lost.